Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to this match play game of Abandoned Sanctuaries between the Black Legion and the Imperial Knights. So, Abandoned Sanctuaries, there are 5 objectives on the board. There are 1 in each deployment zone. 1 there and 1 on the other side of those ruins there. Deployment zones are on the long table edges. And there are 3 objectives across the middle of the board. 1 right in the centre and 1 on each flank. You need 1 objective for 4 points, 2 for 8, and if you have more than your opponent, you get 12 in the command phases, starting from turn 2. Additional mission rules: you can't have any infiltrating or forward deployment or pre-game moves into no man's land. No, if you've got scout sentinels or infiltrators, this is not the mission for you. Or if you're using that new Phobos Army of Renown, you will hate this mission. Additional primaries are essentially you get points for killing things near the middle objective and holding the middle objective. So that objective is worth more than all the others, but all of the others are made equally. In terms of terrain, there are lots of ruins all over the place. So there are big ruins, 1 big ruin, 2 big ruin, 3 big ruin, so on. They are all going to be obscuring, light cover, and defensible, scalable, breachable audibles. So you can move in them and out of them with infantry. Infantry get light cover, and you can't shoot through them, but you can shoot in them or out of them. And there are also 2 little ruins, either side, which aren't obscuring, but they will give you light cover, although only one of us has infantry, because knights. Yes. But there's no objective near it anyway, it's just there to look nice. And then other than that, I've just got some crates around, just again to look nice and things. But quite simple in terms of terrain layout, because I've had to leave gaps for knights to walk around. Basically.
To be fair, the crate are probably going to get crushed very quickly.
Yes. A knight standing on a crate would turn it into a crater. And yeah, I could put some craters down, to be fair, because knights don't really care about craters either, do they? Because they don't care about difficult ground if it's, less than 3 inches tall or something? Something like that. So, yeah, they're not really affected by difficult ground, but keeping it simple with the ruins and things. So that's the mission. The guest for today is David. You haven't got your sisters today, or your Grey Knights.
No.
But you have got something else Imperial, and they're Imperial Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got bits of grey on them, but they're not Grey Knights. But yeah, so you got your Knights.
Yeah.
And I've got a Black Legion. This is a list I'm trying out for a tournament at the weekend. It's a bit filthy, but I want to test it and see if it can hold up against some Knights. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Would you like to run through your Knights list, sir?
Okay, well, I'll give you the basics. The more complex stuff we'll go through in the game.
Yes.
So, we have my Warlord, which is the High Monarch of the House. I am Questo Imperialis, House Hawkshroud, if the army just didn't give that away. So, we have a Knight Paladin, Battle Cannon, 2 Stabbers, Sword, Twin Autocannon. I know the Autocannon now is panned, because it's only good against flyers, but in 7th edition, when I built the Knight, my sisters needed Skyfire.
Yes. And it looks quite cool, to be honest.
And then we have the Knight Gallant, the all-close combat knight.
Yeah, got
with
a sword and a fist.
With a nice infantry clearing missile pod on the top, because why not?
Infantry, yeah, right.
And heavy stabber.
Okay, cool.
Not much of excitement. Then we got the Knight Warden, I think it is, with the Gatling cannon, heavy flamer, heavy stabber, and the anti-tank missiles.
And another chainsword. You seem to like the chainswords. They are pretty good now.
To be fair, this one I got second hand, so I didn't get a fist with it anyway. And this kit came out so early in the existence of knights, the fist didn't exist in the kit, and the carapace weapons didn't exist in the kit.
Oh. Well, to be honest, at least the chainswords are good now anyway, so it's not really that much of a bother.
Well, even in older editions, the chainsword was still better than the gauntlet, because the gauntlet was -1 to hit.
Yes. It's not -1 hit anymore, is it, I don't think?
No.
No, so now it's really good at punching things.
Two squadrons of 2 armigers. So we got 2 warglaives with melters, stabbers, and the swords.
Oh, you didn't give them the melted guns on the top, you gave them the stub at the top. Okay.
Correct, because they have an anti-tank gun. They need something to help them out against infantry.
Sure, okay, cool.
My squadron of Helvins, twin autocannons. These have the melters because they need an anti-tank weapon.
Okay, so they're both capable of dealing with whatever's in front of them. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool. And then this chap, you made him into a character and you've given him traits and relics and things? What's he got?
Okay, so traits and relics and things. So Trying to remember what I did now.
So,
Yes.
something about shrugs, I believe you mentioned earlier.
Yes, so has a 5-up shrug, gives 5-up shrugs to armigers that are close enough. Because it's a high monarch, when it gives out its bondsman ability, it can give it to all armigers within range, not just one.
Oh, okay. That's quite good at buffing things. Okay.
And the warlord trait gives it a 4-up in run against shooting instead of a 5-up.
So you spent a CP to give it a 4+ invulnerable save all the time, rather than spending a CP every time it gets shot at.
Correct.
Makes sense to me. and then your household thing is, when you start losing wounds, you count as double the number of wounds when determining your characteristics and things.
Correct.
So you're a lot more difficult to bracket. Essentially, you're going to have to be almost dead before you start getting worse. Which is good. It's good on things that have lots and lots of wounds.
Particularly when I'm facing an opponent that his biggest way of hurting me is going to be punching me.
Yeah, because you only get your invulnerable saves from ranged attacks.
Yes, which sucks.
Yeah, well, yes, it does. But when obscuring terrain isn't really a thing for these guys, you need invulnerable saves from range, let's be honest. Because if you didn't, then yeah. But yes, okay. Is that pretty much everything?
Yeah.
Apart from more complicated things?
Yeah, which we'll cover as we're playing.
Yeah, cool. Okay, right. Okay, Black Legion. Hold on, people. This is going to be a bit cheesy. So Black Legion, I get +1 a hit if I shoot the nearest thing. I haven't got many guns, but I get +1 a hit when I shoot the nearest thing. And I also get +1 a hit when I charge. In addition, I don't suffer combat attrition modifiers or something, so I only ever run away on ones. But most of the units are small units, so morale's not really an issue anyway, except for Terminators. But if I lose lots of Terminators, I've got a problem anyway. So I've got a bad one, because he's a bad man. He's the Warlord. He's got all his Warlord traits and things. So one of them is I can pick an enemy unit at the start of the game, and then whatever's near Abaddon during the game can reroll wounds against that thing. That's his Eternal Vendetta. His other Warlord trait is I can pick a unit and put it in essentially the Tactical Doctrine. And then his other one is he can reroll charges and he gets extra attacks on the charge, which is nice. And then he's just an absolute beatstick. So that's him. I also have a Dark Apostle who has the Mark of Slash, which obviously means he gets to fight first, and I get the Slash Prayer, so I can pick something that's Slash and tell it to advance and charge. Bear in mind that Abaddon has all the marks. I've got the prayer where I can make something reroll all hits, obviously, and I've given him the illusory supplication, essentially trans hit. So I can pick a core or character unit, and that unit can then only be hit on 4s or more, and you can't reroll hits against them. So that's quite good. And then I've given a relic, the Cloak of Conquest. So everything in an aura of 6 inches from him is objective secured, essentially, if it's core or character, which is very nice when you've got a block Terminators. So that's him. I have a Sorcerer in Terminator Armour. I've given him a Chaos Familiar, so I get a once per game reroll for a psychic test. He also has the Mark of Slash, because I want the Delightful Agony's power, which gives something a 5-up shrug. He's also got Prescience, so I can make something get +1 a hit. And Infernal Gaze, which is like a targetable smite, and obviously he has smite. Reason for Prescience in a Black Legion list: yes, I get +1 hit if I shoot the nearest thing or charge, but once the Terminators have charged, they're normally stuck in combat for a while, so I'm getting given +1 hit all the time, which is nice. Demon Prince of Tzeentch. So Tzeentch, every turn, the first save I fail, the attack becomes damage 0, which is a bit nasty. Also means he gets the Tzeentch power, which gives something a 4+ invulnerable save. He's also got Death Hex, which is to get rid of an invulnerable save. Quite handy against knights, I guess. Although you only get them at shooting anyway, and I haven't really got many guns. So, yeah, it's good against Tyranids mostly, because they have a billion invulnerable saves. And then he has the Eye of Tzeentch, so I get +1 to all my casts. And if I cast on a 9 or more, it cannot be denied, which is very good for War Ritual secondaries.
And I believe it ignores the first wound received by a fail save because of each.
Yes, the first fail save becomes damage 0. And he's got a sword and wings and all the things. I thought about giving him a 5-up shrug as well, just to make him even more annoying, but I thought I'd keep it CP. I've got 2 units of Plague Marines. Plague Marines with Chaos Space Marines are more durable than Death Guard Plague Marines. Here's why. They get the -1 damage thing, but they also have the Mark of Nurgle, which means if you're hitting them with anything that's strength 10 or higher, or strength 5, you get -1 to wound them, and I can transhuman them for a CP, More durable Plague Marines? Filthy, I know. So we've got 2 units of Plague Marines with loads of toys and things, because all their toys are free, so why not? A brick of 10 Terminators. They have the Mark of Slaanesh. A couple of reasons. 1, that gives them fight first. 2, it means I can make them advance and charge if I want to. And 3, I can give them a 5-up shrug if I want to. So I can make them really killy and really durable. And then I also have the Black Rune of Damnation on the champion. So the whole unit is -1 to wound. And enemy psychers, although there aren't any today, if they're within 18 inches, and he rolls with double perils, which is nice. And then I've got a mixture of melters and fists and accursed weapons and bolters and a whole mixture of toys there for them. I have 3 units of legionaries, 2 of 5, 1 of 7. They all have the Mark of Nurgle. I've already explained what that does. And all the champions have chainswords. I have a unit of 5 Warp Talons. They're really good for Black Legion, because if you charge Warp Talons in, you get 26 attacks hitting on 2s, and they reroll all wounds, because they're claws. That's nice. And then I've got 2 Rhinos. Rhinos? What are you on about? You're a madman. Well, the idea is, in each Rhino, I put 5 Marines and 5 Plague Marines. And you'll see why during the game. So that's my list. Oh, I've got another relic. Sorcerer's got a relic. He's got the Veilbreaker plate, which is a bit like the Veil of Darkness. So in the movement phase, at any point during the movement phase as well, he can point at a core unit nearby, and then him and that core unit teleport across the board, which is nice. And because it's at any point in the movement phase, I can move him and another unit closer together and then teleport them away, which is nice. But yes, so that's my list. And let's take a look at some secondary objectives. So, secondary objectives. Probably can't see very well because the pen's been running out. But I've got banners for Black Legion because this list was built around raising banners. Hence the Warp Talons and the Rhinos. I can get a lot of quick movement turn 1 to get lots of banners up. And then hopefully stay there and not die because I'm very resilient. So raise the banners high. Do actions on objectives. Keep those objectives. Bring it down, because I'm facing knights today, so yes, get points for killing knights. And then Psychic Interrogation, because I've got my Demon Prince with his +1 to cast. And you've got no way of denying things, you said, but you do have 1 character, so let's go with that. Mm-hmm. But the problem is obviously if I then kill your character, knight, I can't Psychic Interrogate anyone, so that's that. And then the knights, you're going for your 3 knightly secondaries. So you've got Yield No Ground, which is essentially keep moving forwards, control 3 objectives at the end of your turn, and you don't want me in your deployment zone. And for each of those, you get a point. So it's basically spread out and murder things.
Yeah.
Honour the house. So during the game, you get house points or honours for your knights, and then you get loads of points at the end of the game for that. And then you've got the Jewel of Honour, which is essentially you pick my Warlord and my 2 other highest pointing units. So in this instance, it's Abaddon, the Terminators, and the Demon Prince. And if you kill them, you get points, and depending on how you kill them, you get more points. So if your Warlord kills them in combat, you get 5 points for each one. Mm-hmm. If you kill them with something else, you get so many points. If you kill them with shooting, you get so many points. Yeah. So you want to try and kill them. Good luck to you, sir. I want to see how that happens. But you're going for it. Go big or go home. I suppose you got to good nights, really. So, yes, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath, probably in the middle of the board. We need to roll for deployment and things, and then deploy. So, yes. Do you have a dice, sir?
I have plenty.
Would you like to roll for deployment? It's the roll that doesn't really matter, because the board is symmetrical. But after you, let's say, what's that, a 5?
That is a 5.
That is a 5. I got a 4. Would you like to defend or attack? Or, in other words, would you like to pick your side or not?
Yes, I'd like to pick my side.
Oh, okay. Which side would you like?
This one.
Cool. Okay, so knights will be here. They'll deploy first. Black Legion will be over there. We'll deploy and alternate. And, yes, we'll be back, as the Terminator says.
Will we?
Okay, we're back. We are deployed. One thing I forgot to mention, actually, when we're running through the mission, is at the end of the game you get extra points for having the middle objective as well. So going second is kind of useful. So yes, so that's that. Deployment and things. I mean, the knights is fairly straightforward. There's a line of knights. Got your warlord here with a big knight. All the little war dogs there to go wherever they want to go, and you got your punchy knight over here. So, yeah.
Right. My High Monarch has got her younger, more rebellious sister as a companion. It's got the 4 manservants on the flank, and then has got the distant male relative over in the corner.
Yes. And then a Black Legion. I've got a blob. Unit of 7 Marines, Terminators, all my characters. Rhino with Plague Marines and Legionaries in it. Rhino with Plague Marines and Legionaries in it. And my Warp Talons are ready to jump down somewhere, essentially. Because they're not really going to kill much in this game, my Warp Talons, but they can deny you points, potentially. So, that's the thing.
Which does worry me.
Oh, so instead of getting 3 points a turn on one of your secondaries, you can get 2. But, yeah. And you know, you can always just run and shoot them off. I mean, they're Warp Talons. Or chop them up with a chainsword. You have lots of chainswords. Every single knight has a chainsword, actually. Oh no, not those ones.
Not the Hellfronts.
No.
But they have all gun. So they're the ones that I really don't want to get into combat with.
No.
Because their job is smash.
Yes. And if people were wondering why I've got rhinos, I'll explain why. Infantry disembark 3 inches from transports, and then my legionaries move 6. So essentially, at the start of the game, if I go, whenever I have my first turn, I can get a 9-inch move with infantry. Which, if you look at all the missions in the book, a 9-inch move from your deployment zone is enough to get 2 or 3 banners up on turn 1. So the rhinos are on the list to get me into the middle board, raise banners, and then hopefully not die, essentially. But we'll see how that goes.
Let's see how bloodthirsty are we today.
But yeah, rhinos. So yes, okay. I guess we need to see who goes first now, and then we can crack on. So after you, sir. Good luck.
By all means. A 1.
That's not a 1. I guess it's Black Legion turn 1.
That dice is sad.
Yes. Well, we'll be back after my command and movement phase. Okay, so Black Legion turn 1 command and movement phase. I've had them put 4 rerolls on the Terminators to hit and wound, and put them in the Tactical Doctrine or Wanton Massacre? Destruction, Massacre, Slaughter. Yes, Massacre. Which is good for their bolter weapons and things, and melters and stuff. I also put my Eternal Vendetta from Abaddon on your Punchy Knight, so whatever's near Abaddon will always reroll wounds against him, which is nice. And then I had some tricks and fun with the rhinos. So the rhino that was here, the Legionaries got out of it, went onto that objective, stuck a banner on it. Same over here. The one that was in here got out, stuck a banner on it. Then these rhinos then advanced, so I've swung one round here. That one's gone there to sort of move block the knights from getting into the middle. These chaps shuffled across, stuck a banner up. Abaddon and the Apostle then tried to run after the Terminators, who teleported over here with the Sorcerer, keeping more than 12 inches away, because you can heroically intervene with him. 12 inches, you said.
Yes, if I pay a CP to do it.
Yes, and I don't really want to kill him, because then that's my psychic interrogation secondary down the toilet. So I'm keeping out the way so you don't sacrifice him, essentially. And I'll put my trans-hit prayer on them as well with my Apostles, so they're only being hit on 1, 2s and 3s don't hit, and you can't reroll hit rolls against them. And the Demon Prince advanced and flew over here as well. So a big push on this side with the Terminators and a couple of characters. Not much of a push down the middle, but I've got a banner up there, and I'm sort of blocking your path with this Rhino. However, there is a path round there with that Knight, so that'll be interesting how they hold up. But yeah, that's that. I've got 3 banners up, and let's go into this psychic phase. So I'm going to do my psychic interrogation with my Demon Prince. So that's gone off on a 9, technically, because I'm getting +1 a cast. So it does go off. You've got no way of denying it, because you don't have any denies. And what was his leadership?
9.
Oh, so I get a CP, as well as 3 points. So that's nice. And then my Terminator Sorcerer will do Delightful Agonies on the Terminators in front of him, which goes off. So even though I've got 8/5 up, shrug. And he will also do... Let's do Infernal Gaze, which is a targetable smite. I'm going to put it on this one because I'm going to be shooting at him. So let's see if I can chip a few mortal wounds off of him first. So I need a 5. That does go off. 3 dice, 4 ups, then mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. But you do get shrugs and things, don't you?
Yes.
I believe so. 2 5-up shrugs on your little armature check, whatever it's called. He takes 1 wound. Okay.
Yay.
Nice. I've done some damage in the psychic phase. Okay, so opening up the shooting, blob of Terminators shooting all their combi bolters and heavy flamer at this little knight here. All the metal guns are out of range. I could have teleported them closer to shoot with metal guns, but I don't want you heroically intervening and sacrificing your knight and denying me psychic interrogation. So, I've got that many bolter shots. They're going to hit on 2s. They're going to hit on 3s. But let's do the heavy flamer first, which will be d6 plus 2 automatic hits for 6.
Here we go.
Let the galaxy burn shenanigans. So strength 5. So I'm winning you on 5s. Rerolling all wounds because of a bad man. Because he told them to. Well, that's not bad. So that is 7 minus 1 from the heavy flamer.
Conveniently, I had that many dice in hand. So,
Oh, that is very convenient.
so -1, you say?
Yeah, 7 4-ups. Not bad for heavy flamer against a little knight.
The Emperor protects.
Does he? Well, he kind of does. So he lost 3 more.
Yeah, so knock it down
So you
to
get another 8. Where's your 8? There it is.
1 fight. He only lost. Oh, he did lose 2 in the psychic phase, didn't he?
Yeah, you lost 1 and then you've lost 3 more just now. So he's lost 4 in total.
So, yeah, it should be on 8.
Yeah. So these bolts are hitting on 2s. That's fine. I could reroll and fish for more 6s.
I wouldn't.
Oh, I will actually for these ones that are hitting on 2s. Yeah, it didn't make much difference. So they've missed. And then these ones. Let's move these out of the way. So there was 2 6s, 3 6s, right. And these ones are hitting on 3s. I'm going to reroll all the 1s and 2s, but not all of them. Because the plus 1 hit is on a model by model basis, which is really annoying when you've got something that's half of them are nearest target and half of them aren't. So looking for 3s. Okay, so I've got that many hits plus that many hits, and I've got 3 6s there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've hit you that many times.
Ow.
And then this many wounding on 5s. And there's going to be lots of rerolls. Right, after all the wound rerolls and things, I got 17 5-ups, which is a lot, really. So lots of 3-up saves. You've got 8 wounds left. So let's see if you got a good roll. Or no, it looks not bad, actually, on the old saving front.
2, 3.
It's very good saves. So you're down to 5 wounds.
Chip 3 wounds off.
Very good saving. If I paid the CP to get an extra bit of AP, I think you'd probably be dead.
I would make it.
But I didn't, because I didn't think it'd make much difference, but it would have done, but never mind.
Oh, well, we live and learn.
So you're on 5 wounds, but you count as though having 10 wounds.
Yeah.
So you're not bracketed.
No.
No. Right. Terminator Sorcerer is going to shoot at him as well, and he is the nearest to him, so he will hit you on 2s, but with no rerolls from him. And he'll wound you on 5s. So no more saves from the Terminator Sorcerer shooting you. They're raising a banner. Rhino's advanced. That's my shooting done.
Phase of charging, I guess.
Well, technically a Baden can shoot something if he's in range.
He advanced.
It's an assault weapon.
Ah.
But a Baden's out of range, so that's that. Okay, well, yeah, had a chance to kill a little knight, but I didn't. But okay, I might live to regret not killing him. We shall see.
We'll see.
But that will be the end of my turn. So I've got 3 for Psychic Interrogation. I've got 3 banners up, but no points on that yet. Nothing for Bring It Down yet. And then I'll get 2 points on the Mission Primary, because I've got the middle objective. So 5 points to nothing as we go into Knights, turn 1. Okay, Imperial Knights, turn 1. So you got a CP, and you spent it straight away to auto-advance 9 inches with your little knight over there. So he's round from this objective to that objective with a 21-inch move. Crazy. But you had to do it, because you need something over there. And to be honest, I haven't really got much over there, so you should be able to hold that objective for quite a while. This big chap's walked forwards. He's probably just crapped his pants. And then over here you've had a nice little push forwards to try and murder this lot, I imagine.
That is the plan.
So, yes. So, I would say psychic phase, but knights. So, shooting phase? And this guy's just sitting here looking at a wall going, oh, this is a nice objective. I'll stay here.
Yes.
So, yeah, where would you like to start? He can't shoot. So it's these ones over here or him, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Starting with him. Okay. So he's got rockets and a stubber.
Yep. He's got the anti-infantry rockets and the stubber.
Cool. So what's he going to shoot at?
He is going to shoot at the guys that are contesting his objective.
Well, currently controlling his objective because I'm OPSEC. But if you kill them, it won't really matter.
Exactly. So there is going to be a heavy stubber and a launcher.
Okay. So
We will start with the stubber.
okay. So what's that? Force to hit or something? What's the strength of the old stubber?
Give me a second. I need to remind myself because it's
Okay. So going into the stubber, shooting at the guys in the ruin.
heading on freeze.
Hitting on freeze. That's a good array of hits. You've got 3 hits. And because it's strength 4, well, toughness 4, and there's a mug of Nurgle. You actually minus 1 of wings. You're winning on 5s. That's 2. It's not bad.
2. The minus 1 doesn't matter because of
Arm of Contempt, and I'm in covers. 2 saves.
yeah.
I've made them both. What else you got? You got some rockets. What do your rockets do?
Heavy D6, strength 5, minus 1, 2 damage.
5 minus 1. Okay, go for it. Oh. Did you want to command point that?
Yes.
Is it just D6 shots, is it? Or is it
Yes.
like D6 plus 3 or something? What is it?
Oh, I think it is just D6. Yeah, heavy D6.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you want to get more than 1. That's more than 1. There you go. 4.
Yeah.
So hitting on freeze.
Because I don't think it's... Oh, it does have blast.
There's only 5 in the unit.
So it doesn't matter.
No.
Hang on, freeze.
Hitting on freeze. Nice. And then you're winning on freeze. You said it's strength 5?
Yes.
Yeah, so winning on freeze. Okay, so 2 at AP1, which I don't care about because I'm a contempt. I'm in cover, so 2 ups again. But this was 2 damage.
Yeah.
You killed 1.
Yes.
Fine. Fine. You can kill 1. That's okay. I will allow it.
Not like you got it nice.
So, right. So that's all the guns from over there done. I guess it's just these 4 here.
Yes, it is.
Where would you like to start?
Let's start with the little ones.
Start with the little ones. So you got, what, a couple of stubbers and a couple of thermal spears.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to shoot. Okay. First night, so we'll start with the wounded one first. Not that it matters,
Yep.
but stubber into the termies.
Okay.
Thermal spear into the rhino.
Cool. Okay. Go for it.
I want to crack open. We'll start with stubber.
I'm not going to pop smoke or anything. So yeah. So stubber, you hit on 4s because that's all you can hit the Terminators on. And you can't reroll hits against them.
Oh, of course.
Because of my prayer, but you've hit twice. And they're minus 1 to wound because they're relic. So
Running on 5, I get to
to
reroll once.
you do. Just as well. Doesn't help you. And then you've got, is it 2 shots with a thermal spear now, or is it still D3?
Give me a second.
Used to be D3.
The thermal spear, heavy 2.
Oh, it's just flat 2 now. Nice, okay. At least it's consistent these days.
So, freeze.
Freeze into the rhino. I'm not popping smoke. Go for it.
Rerolling once.
Nice.
Because the rhino doesn't turn that off.
New. So you've hit it twice. Nice. I'm assuming it's from 8, so you're winning on freeze. It's essentially a melter, right?
Strength 9.
Well, it's freeze either way.
Yep.
Oh. And you can reroll 1s as well, right? They're 2s. And you spent the CP in the shooting phase already. Gutting. Little Knight number 2. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, second verse, same as the first.
What do you want to start with?
Let's start that.
Stubber into the Terminators. Okay, so 4s, no rerolls, because you can't. And then 5s, because of the Black Rune of Damnation. No. Okay.
Nah.
But you have got 2 shots into the Rhino. And 1's hit. And it'll win on a 3. And I'm assuming it's AP4.
Yep.
So I get a 6 up. Nope. Damage.
Damage. Is D6.
Yeah, is it plus? Is it got melter or anything? So it's,
Yep, so if you're within 15 inches.
yeah, so D6 plus 2 then, because I'm definitely within melter range. So, oh dear.
That was a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah, those two did bugger all. That was fun to watch. Big Knights, let's see if they can do a bit more.
Yeah, so
Which one would you like to start with?
let's start with the darker purple knight.
Yeah, so you got the Gatling gun, and you got the stubber and the rockets. What are you going to shoot?
And a heavy flamer.
And a heavy, where's the heavy flamer?
It's tucked in under the Gatling gun.
Oh, nice. Nasty. Okay, so what are you going to shoot at?
Let's see. Well, the heavy flamer's going to have to go into the Terminators, because that'll be the only thing in range.
Probably, yes.
The stubber, same target. Gatling gun, same target.
Okay.
Because that one's got the anti-tank missiles, though, it's going to shoot those into the rhino.
Try and finish it off, because the melters did so well. What would you like to start with?
Let's start with the missiles.
Okay, so what are they? A couple of shots?
3 shots.
3 shots, nice. I'm assuming they hit on freeze.
Yep.
So you've hit twice, nice. I'm assuming you're winning on freeze as well. It's not going to be strength 14 or anything, is it?
No.
Oh.
Really?
Oh dear. Stubber?
Yeah, let's go with the stubber.
Oh dear.
B4 goes at the Terminators.
1. Oh, 2. I didn't see that one. You're winning on 5s because minus 1 a wound. Oh. Okay, you got Gatling gun and the flamer, there's hope.
Flamer first. D6 shots.
For free. Nice.
That'll do.
What's the strength of your old flamer? Is it a standard heavy flamer or?
Yeah, 5s.
Okay, so you would be winning on 3s, but you're winning on 4s because of my minus 1 a wound. 2 wins. AP? I'm assuming it's just 1.
Yeah.
So 2 ups.
It's a standard one.
Oh, well, I mean, okay.
Exactly.
Gatling gun, many shots coming up. Okay, right. Gatling gun of doom into the Terminators. Right, hit on 4s because I'm a prayer. With no rerolls. Oh dear. That was half, actually. Oh, no, a bit better than half, actually. Not bad. It looked worse than it is.
Yeah. I wouldn't have got rerolls anyway, so.
No. And then you're normally winning on 3s, but you're winning on 4s because of my Black Rune of Damnation. I like doing that. Okay, so you got 4? 4. What's the AP on the old Gatling gun?
-2, so it becomes -1 armor contempt.
So it is 3 ups. Okay, right. So I failed one. It's damage 2, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've got 5 up shrugs. One of them is down to a wound. You've wounded a Terminator.
Yes.
How dare you? Okay.
Hopefully I'm going to finish you off in a minute.
That's him done, right?
Yeah, so now it's just the Monarch.
This one. This one's got to do something. What's he got?
Everything into the Terminators.
Everything into the Terminators. So you got your battle cannon, you got your stubber, you got your anti-air stubber. Has he got a flamer as well or something? Or?
No, just 2 heavy stubbers.
Oh, he's got a stubber on the battle cannon. Cool. Okay. What would you like to start with?
Let's start with the stubbers.
Okay, so you got 8 stubber shots, yeah?
Yep.
Does he still hit on... Well, no, I was going to say, does he still hit on 3s? But you're hitting on 4s, of course, because of my prayer.
Yeah.
Would he normally hit on 2s, say, your character, or is he still only hit on 3s normally?
No, it doesn't improve the ballistic skill.
Oh, that's a bit pants, isn't it? It makes no difference in this scenario, but yeah, okay. 8 shots, hitting on 4s, no rerolls. Yeah,
Only actually mattered on 1.
Yeah, but it was just a poor roll in general, wasn't it, really? And then you're winning on 5s, because -1 a wound. So 2 2-up saves, because Armor of Contempt. So the 1 on the wound survives. And then you've got your battle cannon, and you've got your stubby thing. Do you want to do your stubby things first, whatever they're called?
Let's do the twin Icarus autocannon. So heavy 4.
So because it's twin, does that mean that has 8 shots, or is it heavy 4 for the twin?
Heavy 4 for the twins.
Okay, so 4 shots hitting on 4s. Because of my prayer.
And even if you didn't have the fair, it'd be 4s anyway.
Yeah,
because Terminators don't fly.
Well, no, but they did teleport across the board.
So 1 hit.
1 hit, yeah. Strength for this one?
7.
Okay, so it would be 3s, but it's 4s. No, okay. Battle cannon. Battle cannon's got to do something.
Yes.
It's blast, so you can have at least 3 shots.
Yes.
I'm being optimistic here.
Yes.
2d6 shots, or d6 plus something, or what is it?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Right, 2d6 shots with the battle cannon. 6. Cool. Okay, 6 shots. Hitting on 4s.
Those dice are really thing. Let's talk to the Daughter of the King dice.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say those dice are not working for you today. 6 shots, hitting on 4s. I'm assuming it's strength 8 because it's a battle cannon.
Yeah.
So you would win on 2s, but you would win on 3s when we get there. But hitting on 4s first. So half of them. That's to be expected, I guess. Average. And you're winning on 3s because of the Black Rune of Damnation. 3 wounds. AP.
Only 2. That's a 1.
Oh, it's a 1, is it? Okay, right. So 2, AP, something. I've got 1 definite pass and 1 definite fail. Damage?
Yep.
Damage for you?
I had it, I've just lost it. Yep, so it's -2 normally, damage free.
So I need to make 3 shrugs on 1 guy, essentially. No, he's dead.
All that for 1 Terminator.
All that for a drop of blood. Okay, so the shooting phase was, well, as underwhelming as my shooting phase. But we've got some charges going off. So this chap's going to charge into them. He needs a 6, but you get a +1, so you need 5.
Definitely in.
He's definitely in. So...
Conk.
So he's definitely going into there. And then you said you want this one going into the Rhino.
Yeah.
Shall I just shove him in? Because we can't fail it. We get +1 to charge.
Definitely.
So then you want him going into the Terminators.
Yeah.
And you said you wanted to leave a gap so this chap can squeeze in. He needs a 6, but 5 because of your thing. Successful charges all round.
Yep.
What a surprise. Right, we forgot one thing, or remembered it. When the big knight went in, you're doing a strat, something charge? Essentially, you do mortal wounds on rolls of 6 or something.
Exacting charge.
Exacting charge. So you get 6 dice, you roll them, only 6s do 2 mortal wounds.
And there is 2 free.
3 6s, so that's 6 mortal wounds. Very nice. Luckily, I've got 5 up shrugs.
I see no 5 there.
I see no 5 either. That's 2 dead Terminators. Nice. Very nice. Right, on to the fight phase. Big Knight, you're going with him first because my Terminators are fight first. You don't really want me hitting your Big Knight and smashing it before he gets to do anything. So, and you're doing the sweep attack because you're going for numbers, essentially. Yep. So you hit on 4s because of my prayer of goodness. So, I think numbers was probably a good way to go there.
1. It only made a difference on 2 of them.
Yeah. But if you had like only 4 attacks, then you could have easily missed all of them.
Yeah.
But you're winning on 3s because of my -1 to wound. Because it's strength 8 normally. So that's only 1 that's been dropped. So that's 5 wounds.
Do I want to re-roll that dropped one?
I don't know, do you?
Yes.
Okay. It's made a difference. Okay, so I've got 6 saves. It's -3 this one, isn't it? So it goes to -2. So I've got 4 up saves. I've only failed 1. And to be honest, even if it was the extra AP, it would have made a difference.
Yeah.
So that was lucky. And then 2 shrugs. You've wounded 1. Can I fight with my Terminators now?
I guess so.
That was... okay.
That was a little annoying.
Right. Okay, so moving into the Terminators hitting. One of the chain fists has to hit the purple one, so he's going to do that. All the rest are going to kill this yellow knight before he murders a Terminator or 2, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Well, that's what you're hoping to do.
Well, yes. So the 3 chain fist attacks into your purple one. He will hit them on 4s because of the -1 to hit. But I am still getting 4 rerolls to hit and wound. So let's do this. I've hit all 3 times. Strength 8, so winning on 4s because your toughness 8, right? And then rerolling all the wounds. That is 2 wounds at -4. Do you get a save?
-4, probably not. No.
And it's a chain fist and you're a vehicle, so it's flat 3 damage each. So it's 6 damage off your big one.
6 damage off the big one, so give me a second. So that is... puts me down to 18.
Only 18, right.
There you go.
Cool.
1 countdown D20.
Right, and then chain fist into the little yellow one. 3 6s. If only they were exploding at the moment. Unfortunately, they're not. He'll wound that one on 3s. They're all at -4, 3 damage. So he's got 3 wounds left.
Yep.
And then I've got power fists. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. Like that. Power fist, so I'm winning on 3s. Re-rolling. So 4 at -3, so at least you'll get a save on this one. So 4 6s, I'm guessing, are required.
Yeah.
Each one doing 2 damage. So if 2 go through, you're dead.
Yeah. The Emperor protects.
Chain fists are pretty lethal. No, that's a lot of ones. He's very dead. Does he blow up? Do you want to blow him up?
That is a question. Give me a second to think about it.
Yes. Right. Okay, so we're just going to roll for the explosion. You don't think it's worth doing it? It's only a small explosion, and it would hit all of your knights. So
didn't explode.
No, it doesn't explode. But that is a dead knight. So that is 2 points for bring it down, I believe, because he's 12 wounds or something for me. Yay!
Yeah.
I'll consolidate, and then you can fight with one of your knights then, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, we're moving on to the little yellow knight. I've consolidated my Terminators like this, touching the little yellow knights. You can't hit me, because you only declared the Rhino, and now if you kill the Rhino, you can't consolidate onto the objective with an offset model. Which obviously I needed to do, because if you did, you'd have 15 models, and you'll outnumber me on the objective.
Yeah.
So I had to do that to keep my banner and keep my objective. But anyway, so you're going into the Rhino, you've spent a CP on exploding 6s.
To hit.
And you're doing your big smashy profile with your chainsaw into the Rhino.
Yeah, so hit on 3s.
Good luck. That's not bad.
They all hit, and there's 2 6s.
Nice.
We'll
okay.
take it.
Yeah. And you're winning on 3s because you're strength 12 or something now.
Strength 10.
Strength 10. Cool. Okay. So 3s to wound. Okay, got 2 there and 2 there. Okay, so you've got 4 wounds. AP on the big one.
AP on the big one.
AP.
On the focus strike is a -4.
Okay, so
3 damage apiece.
So armor of contempt, I need 6s.
Yeah.
I don't make any 6s. What's the damage each?
3 damage apiece.
Dead. It's only got 7 wounds left.
Does it explode?
Does it explode? No. And I've got 5 plague marines in there.
How many of them die?
Ooh.
I want to see 5 ones.
Let's think about how I want to do this, actually. Hold on. Right, okay, so the Rhino doesn't blow up. I've got plague marines in there. 5 of them. They're not objective secured. You're going to murder this lot. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to spend 1 CP to emergency disembark them so I can get them out 6 inches onto the objective. Which still means it's going to be your objective because you count as 10. But if I tail them back to my apostle, who's got a 6-inch roar of obsec, I'll keep the objective. But they die on 1s and 2s. So will the false emperor protect? 2 of them die. Is 3 enough to tail them back? Probably, because coherency is 2 inches. Right, the cheese factory's in town. I've managed to do it. I've got a plague marine on the objective, and they're within 6 of the apostle. I've got another offset unit on that objective, which is important because banner and objectives and things. Because let's face it, all those legionaries are going to die, right? If they don't die now, I've spent a CP.
And killed 2 of them.
Oh dear. But
No reason.
teaching moment. If you can spend CP to get victory points, do it. So right, fist or chainsword? I'm assuming chainsword because
yes, because then I get 12 attacks.
Yes. Okay.
The fist is more for fighting other knights and.
So you're going to be hitting them on 3s, right? You're only winning them on 3s because they're Mark and Nurgle. And you get what? 12 attacks? Was it you said?
Yep.
So and the AP lots, isn't it?
Yes.
I was thinking about spending a CP to transhuman that unit, but seeing as I'm going to keep the objective no matter what now, I'll save my CP. So cool, you go for it. You murder those legionaries.
In fact, this one, Knight Gallants have 5 attacks. I'm going to have to recount. It's not 12 attacks, it's an extra 4 on top. 16 attacks.
Yeah, well, it's 5 and you get times 3, don't you? So it'll be 15. Is it 15? We'll work it out. Okay, right. So you got 15 attacks, and he's still weapon skill 2 plus the combat guy. So transhumaning them, I don't think will save them. So
hitting on 2s.
Yes, with a billion attacks. A lot of 1s. But yes, I think you've probably still got enough hits there, though. Yeah, hit on 2s, yeah, cool. But you are winning on 3s because strength lots and mark of Nurgle. The smelly mark. The mark of smelliness.
Yep.
I'll have a shower later and I'll become Slanesh or something. But that's still a decent amount. I don't think transhuman would have made much difference because there's only 1 free, so I'm glad I didn't waste a CP on that. The 3P does win though. So 3, 6, 9.
9 at -2 after Armour of Contempt.
Okay, so 5 ups, yeah?
And these are 2 damage apiece.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're dead. To be expected.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so they're all murdered. There was only 4 of them, actually, because one died from shooting, so you were definitely killing them. You've consolidated this with Plague Marines, because you don't want to get shot by a melter gun, essentially. So it means I can give a knight a good fisting with a Plague Marine. A very dirty, smelly fisting. Oh, it's filthy. I'm hitting on 4s. Oh, well, I've hit every time. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm winning on 4s as well. And let me check something. Right, and my Vendetta's on that night, and that melter gun guy's within 6 of a Abaddon, so I can reroll the win roll. Very cheeky. Oh, it didn't make a difference. But 2 at -3, 2 damage. So I'm assuming 6s?
Yep.
Because no invul in combat.
There is 1.
That's a 6, isn't it? So that's 2 damage. And then there's my Flail of Corruption. Hits on 3s, and I can reroll 1s, because Abaddon's next to him. And then it's strength 5, so 5s. But rerolling all wounds because of the Vendetta. Okay, so 2 at -2, 2 damage.
2 5-ups.
1
good, 1 goes
2 more damage, so it's 4 so far.
So down to 20.
And I've got a guy with a plague knife stabbing you. Reroll that. And then winning on 6s. Rerolling. 1 more at -1.
1 4-up.
Oh, another 1 wound. So I've done, what, 5 in total?
Yep, so down to 19.
Just 19, right? Okay. Brilliant. I'm not going to consolidate, because I want to stay within 6 of my apostle. But okay, I think that's the fight phase done. So I've killed a little knight. You've wounded a Terminator. And I've wounded a couple of big knights. And you've killed 4 guys over there. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll work out some points. We'll be back for Black Legion turn 2 to see what they can do. Okay, start about round 2, Black Legion turn 2. We summed up the points at the end of turn 1. And it was 7 points to 6, because the Knights got 2 for the mission, primary, for killing a unit off objective. And you also got 2 for Yield No Ground and Honour the House for moving around and killing stuff and things. So that was good. And then Black Legion turn, I still have 3 objectives, because I was a bit cheesy with my Plague Marines, turning them into obstacle with my Apostle. So I had 3 objectives, so I've got 12 points, and still the 3 banners for another 3 points. So that's that. Command phase, I failed to get my prayer off. I tried to do the Celestial Advance and Charge one to make Abaddon fly across the board, but I rolled a 1, I only needed a 2. But Abaddon was just there anyway, and he's put 4 rerolls on himself, and he's coming through the building to smash into bits, so that should be fun. Also back here, these Marines have shuffled this way a bit, because I don't want to get shot at, and the Rhinos parked on the objective. After the Plague Marines got out and went to their job, kill this knight here. The Plague Marines that were being cheeky and nicking the objective have hidden behind that crate. The Apostle, Sorcerer, and the Young Prince have just shuffled up behind the Terminators. And I've spent 2 CP on the Terminators to make them fall back, shoot, and charge. So I'll fall on the back, and they've got some melter guns and bolters and things, and they're going to damage a knight, hopefully. And then the Warp Talons came down to essentially just deny you points. They're not going to kill any knights, they're Warp Talons. They're infantry blenders, and you have no infantry. But they can do that at least, so that can be annoying. And then, you know, potentially they could jump over here later on and contest an objective, 5 against 5. Oh no, you're OBSEC, aren't you? So they can't do that, but they can at least be a nuisance. So let's go into the psychic phase. Let's do my psychic interrogation. Essentially, let's do that.
Hope he blows up.
Well, I've got no CP, so I can't do an action and a power, unfortunately. Because I would have loved to Death Hex one of your knights as well, but I can't. Psychic interrogation goes off. I get a +1, but it's not enough to equal your leadership, so I don't get a CP. But I do get my 3 victory points. And then my Terminator Sorcerer will try and do a Delightful Agonies, which goes off. So that's the 5-up shrug. 5 guesses, everyone, what units that's going on. Oh, look, the Terminators. And then he will do... What shall I do? Let's just do a smite into your big knight next to him, I think, actually. Let's just do that. So that goes off on an 8. D3 mortal wounds. For free. But you get your shrugs, don't you, from mortal wounds.
Yeah, who was it on?
This chap, Smitten. Your big purple one. So you get 3 5-up shrugs.
Oh, that one doesn't get... Which one? The darker purple, the paler purple?
That one.
That one doesn't get the shrugs.
Isn't it just your household thing that you get 5-up shrugs for mortal wounds?
It's only for armigers and the warlord.
Ooh, okay, so he just takes 3 wounds then.
Yeah.
Oh. So he goes down to 15. 15, okay, cool. Right, so that's psychic phase. We'll do some shooting now, so let's do that. Right, starting the shooting phase. Rhino, it's going to shoot the nearest target, so he gets +1 hit. The little armiger. 2 shots with the combi bolter. Getting on 2s. Ooh, 6 explodes. Here we go. Winning on 5s. No. Rhinos do nothing. Surprised that. Abaddon's going to shoot the one right in front of him. Hits every time. Strength 5 is gone now, so I'm winning on 5s. Which is nice. And he's rerolling all wounds at the moment, because he told himself to. So it's 2 at -1. It's 2 damage now as well. In Time of Forest.
Well, 2 4-ups.
You got an upgrade. Yeah, 2 4-ups. So you good. Okay, cool.
And say no.
Right. They fell back. These Plague Marines are going to shoot this little knight here. The plasma gun is going to supercharge. So let's do the plasma gun. He's going to hit on 2s, the plasma gun, because he's the nearest target. And I'm rerolling 1s because of Abaddon. So plasma gun hits both times. 8 because it's supercharged.
So freeze.
So 1 at -3, but you got your invul.
Do I want to rotate iron shields? No.
Didn't need to. And the blight launcher is going to shoot him as well, but he's hitting on 3s because he's not the nearest target for the blight launcher. But I can reroll 1s because of Abaddon. And blight launcher strength 6, so 5s. Nice. That's -2 damage.
So 5-ups either way.
Yep. Nice. Okay. This knight's doing it for the team now.
Yeah, it's going.
And then I've got a bolt gun there as well, which I think is hitting on 3s. And explodes. And moves on 5s. So yeah, 2 more saves at no AP from the bolt gun from the champion. What a champ.
2 3-ups.
And lost a wound from a bolt gun. How embarrassing when he saved everything from a plasma and a blight launcher. So he's going down to 5. Where on earth's the 5? Okay, there it is. Right, okay. Now, all the actually no. The melters from the Terminators and the heavy flamer from the Terminators are going into your big knight. Mm-hmm. All the bolters into the little one. Because what on earth a bolter's going to do against your big one, let's be honest.
And because you're going to the closest bigger knight, I'm going to rotate iron shields on that.
Yeah, I would, because those metal guns are going to be hitting on 2s rerolling 1s.
Yeah.
Because the metal guns are right next to him.
I'm back down to no CP.
So, metal guns, hitting on 2s, because you're the nearest target, so I'm going to +1 hit. And I'm rerolling the 1 because of the imprints. That wasn't a 6. Annoying, because it would have been 4 hits. Winning on 4s, aren't I? Because, like I say, just the 1. 4 up.
Nope, that's going through.
D6 +2 from this range. You do have a CP.
No.
Oh, you spent it on iron shields.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So I can't.
So D6 +2.
Ouch.
Well, that's a direct hit. Right. Heavy flamer into the little yellow guy. D6 +2. 7. Oh, nice. I like this +2 on flamers, you know. It's really handy. Especially when Overwatch is a thing. Winning on 5s. Just a 2 at -1.
2 4-ups.
Takes another 2. He's losing all his wounds from the small arms, this little knight. He's got 3 wounds left, and then I got the combi bolters.
This is the bit that's going to hurt.
And I think they're all technically nearer the purple ones. So I'm only hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. And everything's 6. I've got a 6. And then I'm winning on 5s. Strength 4 times 7. So 1, 2, just 3. But you have only got 3 wounds left.
So if I fail all 3, I'm dead.
You can't possibly fail all 3. But you got 1 left. Oh, God.
Oh God! He's trying.
It's funny how the plasma gun and the blight launcher did nothing, and yet all the bolt guns and things have done the damage. Crazy. Okay, right. Do I then shoot a sorcerer's combi bolt at it to finish it off, and then maybe I could charge the plague wounds that way? Yeah, let's do that. Sorcerer there is combi bolter. You can shoot him as well. I think he's not the nearest, so he'll be hitting on 3s. I've got a 6, so 4 hits. And 5s to wound. None. The Apostle advanced. I do have some Legionnaires there with bolt guns. Let's shoot them at him as well. The unit did move. I think maybe one's going to be in rapid fire range. Hitting on 3s. 2 6s. And winning on 5s. 4. Wow, okay. 4 free ups with 1 wound remaining. Is a knight going to die from bolter fire? Essentially.
I'm hoping not. The Emperor protects.
Oh dear. Is that a 1 or is that a 6?
That's a 6.
That's a 6, isn't it? I think you're good.
I'm good.
Just about hanging in there. Because I'm now out of shots. Because they fell back.
Excellent. I haven't lost a night in shooting. That's good.
New.
Although I think I'm about to lose.
Yes, I'm going to do some charges now.
A couple.
Abandon's going in there. You haven't got your CP to Overwatch, so I'll just blonk. I think the plague wounds I'll send that way as well, to be honest. Because I think 7 wounds on 1 wound. I think the Terminators can probably take up both of those now, with that lucky melter shot getting through, doing 8 damage. So the plague wounds are going to go for this one over here, which will also shore up that central objective and help protect Abaddon, as if he needs it. So they get a 7, and they actually get +1 because of Abaddon as well, because they're core, so they get an 8-inch charge. And the Terminators are going to multi-charge. Right, charges have gone in like this. Plague Marines and Abaddon there. Terminators multi-charging over here like that. Let's start with Abaddon, because that's what everyone wants to see, let's be honest. So he's getting an extra 3 attacks because he's charged against an Imperial unit. So he has 11 attacks. And he gave himself 4 rerolls this turn. So he's hitting on 2s. Rerolling. Unfortunately, I'm not exploding 6s yet, because he's not in wanton slaughter yet. But I've hit every time.
See, Abaddon should be able to choose which doctrine his army's in and keep them in it.
Yeah, I mean, you can pick a unit and put them in the tactical doctrine, and there is a strat where I can make a unit being all 3 doctrines, which is nice, but it's like 2 CP. I'd much rather fall back shooting charge than this. I'm strength 8, I think. Strength 10, actually, because of Dratnian and Corn and things. So winning on 3s, and 6s do D3 mortal wounds in addition. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fish for 6s. So I've dropped a 3. I've got 8 wounds at -4 free damage.
So,
and then 4d3 mortal wounds in addition.
So I go down to 11.
Before we... Well, it's AP -4, so you won't get a save, will you?
Yeah, so I go down to 11 on the normal wounds.
1 of the 3 damage each. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24.
I'm dead already.
You're dead already. And then I've got 4d3 mortal wounds.
You don't even get to use those.
Which would be...
You didn't need to fish for them.
No, but it's always fun fishing. You haven't got CP to auto blow up either, have you? You're out of CP.
No, and I'd need 2 for that class of knight.
Oh, okay. Well, does he blow up anyway?
Almost.
I'm assuming it's only a 6.
Yeah, sadly.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, moving on to the Terminators here now. I've got a Power Fist and a Curse Weapon going to the Little Knight, just to make sure it does die. Because if it doesn't die, you'll probably be, what, middle bracket or something? Because you double wounds? Actually, you'll be as if you're on 2 wounds, which might still be a bottom one. But
yeah, it would. I am still the bottom one. So.
Yeah, I still want to kill it. And then everything else will be into your big purple one. Alright, so let's start with a Power Fist into your little yellow one. Hitting on 3s, because I get +1 because I charged. I'm rerolling 1s because it's the imprints. So hit twice. And then strength 8, so 3s. So 1 at -3, 2 damage. So you get a 6 up save. Or death.
It's death.
Death. Does it blow up?
Yes.
That's a 6. Boom. Right, okay. Let's sort that out and figure out what happens.
AP5's even better.
Oh, well, yes, AP5 is better than AP4. Speaking of AP4, Chain Fist hitting the big one. We'll do the explosion in a minute because all the Terminators attack at the same time. So 2 Chain Fists hitting your big one. Hitting on 3s because I charged on Black Legion, so I get +1 hit. I can reroll the 1 because Demon Prince. Annoyingly, the 6s aren't exploding yet. And the win on 4s can strike 8. So it's 3 at -4. So I'm guessing no save.
No save.
And then 3 damage apiece. So that's 9. Oh, you're dead already.
Yep.
Do you want to see if you blow up? These Chain Fists and Melters are lethal, aren't they?
Yeah. Another 6. Yes.
Oh! Right. Okay, so we've got 2 massive explosions to figure out. So we'll do that, and then we'll be back.
Kaboom!
Right, we're back. Kaboom, indeed. The little one blew up. The big one blew up. There's a big hole here. The Dark Apostle's dead. The Demon Prince is dead. My Terminator Sorcerer is down to his last 2 wounds. 3 Marines died, and I think a Terminator died as well. And then your guy, you had loads of shrugs. I think you only took a few wounds. Because you made a lot of your shrugs. You're on 22.
So I only took 2 wounds out of the potential...
Well, potential 9. D3 plus D6. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you did quite well out of that. I lost 2 of my key characters and a chunk of Marines. So now it's essentially the Terminators and Sorcerer facing off against a big knight. But there is also a big hole here. So a bit of comeback at least. Killing things there. And you've killed the Demon Prince, which is one of your dual things. Although you didn't kill him with a ranged attack or a melee. So I don't know if that's going to count or not. We'll have to check. Because that could be unfortunate.
Yeah, no, there is a thing for dying by other means. Give me a second and I'll tell you.
Cool. But yeah, I guess I'll consolidate my Terminators now. Okay, so here we are, Imperial Knights turn 2. We tallied up the points from that turn. It was absolutely brutal. Black Legion got 14 primary points in that turn, so I had 12 plus a 2 for killing a knight on the objective. I had 3 for banners, 10 for bring it down that turn, because the little knights and the big knights, and yeah, that was a lot, and then 3 for psychic interrogation. So I'm up to 37. The knights just turn on 2 objectives, so you get an extra 8. And then you also got 3 for Jewel of Honor, because you actually killed the Demon Prince, and you got 3 points for that. Yeah. Even though it was from an explosion.
And
so 17 to 37 as it stands.
One other thing in the command phase before the movement, that got the reroll ones to hit and wound.
Yeah, because they were close enough to the master.
Yeah. But it will not get it again, I don't think.
No.
And that one gets no buff because there's no knights to give it.
And he's all the way over there. So in terms of movement phase, you shuffle back to deal with the Warp Talons, because if you don't kill them, they're denying you a point every turn.
Yeah.
He's moved as far away as possible, so I'm not tempted to advance and charge a Baden by making him a Red Corsair. And then this big lady here essentially wants to finish off the Terminators.
Yeah, because that's the second of my...
Yeah, and if you don't kill them, let's be honest, those Terminators will probably kill you.
Yes.
So, yes. We've all seen what Chain Fists and Melter Guns can do to knights.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, I don't think I had much anti-tank. But as long as I'm within melter gun range or charge range, I've actually got quite a bit of anti-tank.
It's the fact I don't get an invuln
against melee attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. You see, I reckon the way the Knight Shield should work is you get a 5 up against shooting and a 6 up against melee.
Yeah, at least get something. Yeah.
Workshop, fix this.
Yeah. I think there's a trait or a relic where you can give a character knight an invulnerable, just a flat invulnerable save, not just from ranged attacks. I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere.
That's what Iron Bulwark used to do, but in this edition, Iron Bulwark just makes your range shooting -4.
Okay.
But that's what the Warlord trait used to do in previous editions.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's your plan. Psychic phase? Oh, you haven't got one. Shooting phase. Where would you want to start? Shooting the Warp Talons?
Yeah, let's start with the Helvens.
Okay.
Well, we'll do the one shooting the Baron first, because we only need to do the auto cannon.
Yeah, and you can shoot a Baden because he's actually nearer to you than the Plague Marines. And yeah, so go for it.
So heavy 2d3.
2d3 shots, nice.
In fact, that's heavy 2d3, a pair and auto cannon.
Yeah, it's 2d3 per gun, isn't it? So it's 4d3, yeah. I was going to say, I thought there was more shots than that. So that's a fair amount of shots.
So that...
3, 6, 7, 8, 9? I think it's 9. There's an extra 2 there, and then, yeah, 9. Cool. So you hit on freeze.
Yep.
Very nice.
Freeze. Take away all the 1s and 2s.
Yes. And then the strength of your autocannon is?
It is a strength of 7.
Okay, well, I'm dubbing a 6. So you're winning on freeze. What's that for?
4 saves, -1 after armor of contempt.
Well, he's also in light cover. And Abaddon, for some stupid reason, is infantry. So 12 saves. He's fine. But he's very, very annoyed.
Doing 3 damage apiece as well.
Oh, nice. Well, he's got Mucker's Inch, so I ignore the first failed damage anyway.
Okay. Now we do the other one, the more important one.
Okay, I'm going to spend a CP on those Warp Talons. Because they arrived by reinforcements, it's called Wings of something or other. Hang on. Yeah, 1 CP, Wings of the Warp. Biker and jump pack units, if they advance or arrive from reinforcements, can get -1 a hit. So, yeah, cheeky. But you've got your 4D free shots.
Yep, with the auto. In fact, no, we'll do the melt gun first.
Okay.
Because that, I'm right on max range for that. So,
Missed
anyway.
Right, 4D free shots with the autocannons. That's a decent amount of shots. It's not bad.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9 again.
9, consistent. Very consistent. And the average is 8, actually, so they're doing alright. So hitting on 4s now, though. Which made not much difference at all, actually.
It made no difference.
No.
Because all the misses were not. Because there's no 3s in the dice.
No.
All the misses were 1s and 2s.
But this is strength 7, wasn't it, you said? So winning on 3s.
3s?
Oh dear. Well, that turned around. Okay. Well.
That's gone wrong.
Winds of the Warp. They're very gassy in the Warp. Don't tell Nurgle. Right. Big night?
Yeah, everything into the Terminators.
Everything into them. Why am I not surprised? Well, at least you're hitting them on 3s this time.
Well, autocannon still ain't on board.
Well, yes. What are you starting with?
We'll start with the autocannon.
Okay, cool. So it's -1 hit because of you. I'm not flying.
3 hits.
That's a 3.
Oh, yeah.
2 hits. And then what was his strength?
7.
Yeah, so winning on 4s because of the -1 wound. 2. AP something.
Doesn't matter with your armor content.
I've lost a wound. I did get the shrugs off. 2 damage, is it?
Yeah.
So 2 wounds. I think one of them was wounded. Yeah, so he's dead, and then another one goes down to 2 wounds. You kill a Terminator.
Good. Hopefully I'll kill a few more in a second.
I think that's the first Terminator you've actually killed with guns. If I'm not mistaken.
No, I did get one with guns.
Oh, you did get one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. I think it was the battle cannon, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
So, the 2 Stellars.
Okay, cool. So you hit on 3s this time. Because they are not illusorily duplicated. Or whatever the plural of, or past tense of illusory supplication is.
Yeah.
So you win on 5s because of -1 wound, yeah.
What is having that? It only
So
affected 1.
Three.
Yeah,
Two ups, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. And then you've got your, is it 2d6 from the battle cannon? It was, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Nice.
Blast.
Well,
If that means
there's only 5 left now. So it's not going to be minimum 3. But on 2d6, if you're not getting 3, then you've got a problem anyway. So 2d6 shots. It's free. Oh dear. Hitting on 3s though.
Do I want to re-roll? But then I'd have to re-roll both.
You would reroll both. But it was a 1 and a 2, so you can't really get any worse.
I was trying to build up the 2 CP for...
What, also blowing up later?
Because I don't think I'm going to... Yeah, no, we'll just take the 3.
Okay. You hit on 3s. Okay, so you got 2 hits. And then you would win on 2s, but you're winning on 3s because -1 to wound. Just the 1. I'm fine. Yes. Well, I'm sure your chainsword will have a lot more better luck. And you could always do your charge mortal woundy thing again. That worked quite well last time.
No, because I've only got 1 CP.
Oh, was that 2 CP to do that, is it?
Yeah, 2 CP with those. It's 1 CP with armigers.
Ooh, but I'm assuming it does less mortal wounds for the armigers, right?
Yeah, he only rolled 4 dice.
Ah, okay. Right. Nice. Cool. Okay. Well, the shooting phase was... Well, you could have terminated. Charge phase?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going into the Terminators.
Yeah, there's no point charging the armages. And because they're not in combat with any friendlies, I'm not going to get the drawbacks of my craft.
Yes, that's true. Well, I haven't got any CP for Overwatch because I spent it to make them not get shot at.
Yeah.
So, go for it.
So I think she's in. Well and truly.
Yes, indeed.
Stompity, 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 stomp.
Right.
I know.
Purple Knight's gone in. You're going to go with the sweep attack.
Yeah.
So you get a lot more attacks, basically. So you hit on freeze with, what's it, 12 attacks or something?
Yeah.
Nice. Hit on freeze.
That's 2 1s, 3 1s, and a 2.
Decent amount of hits, though. And then it's strength 8 still, though, isn't it? So you're winning on freeze because the -1 wins. So, it's not too bad. There's a 2 there as well. Or another 1. I'll do. Oh, it was bad. 4. And it's AP, 3, isn't it?
Yeah, so it becomes 2 with
4 ups. Ow. Well, that happened. That was interesting. I guess I'll hit your knight back now.
Really?
Oh dear.
Haven't none died? Really?
I have 2 chain fists.
This is gonna hurt.
Not getting the +1 hit though, because I didn't charge. I got charged. So I'm hitting on 4s. And there's no rerolls from Mr. Demon Prince now. So I've hit once. Not exploding yet, because I'm not in battle round 3. I've wounded you though. -4 free damage.
I take 3 damage.
Take 3 damage. And then I've got 2 power fists and I'm a champ. So I've got 6 power fists on 4s again as well with no rerolls. And then 4s. So 2 at -3, 2 damage. So 2 6-ups.
Get 1.
So that's 2 damage. So down to 17. I think you're going to be alright.
That's what I'm hoping.
A cursed weapon from the champion. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Strength 5. No, nothing. So you didn't damage me, but I only took a few wounds off of you. So bit of a stalemate going on there. And that's the end of the turn.
Yes.
So, okay.
Let's tell up.
Let's tally up. Tally ho! And we'll be back for Bat Legion turn 3. Right, Legion turn 3. Command phase, got a CP, needed 1, didn't have any. And then I had 3 objectives still and 3 banners. So I'm running away with the points, I think it's fair to say. But I want to kill this and I want to kill that. So let's have some fun. Abaddon's walking over
and
here.
And maybe kill that. Because that's still there.
I mean, I can shoot it, but it's not going to die, is it? But, yeah. So Abaddon's giving himself rerolls. He's coming this way. I'm in Wanton Slaughter now, whatever the combat one is. He's coming this way. Terminators are staying in combat because... yeah, why not? My sorcerer has advanced and ran off in case you blow up. He's only got 2 wounds left. And my warp talons are going to come out and have some fun and try and rip this knight down. Because on the charge they'll have 26 attacks, hitting on 2s because I'm Black Legion, wounding on 5s, rerolling all wounds at AP 2. It's possible. So let's go straight into the psychic phase. I've only got 1 psyker left, so I guess he has to do psychic interrogation. It goes off. That's an 8. So I don't get a CP for equaling or beating your leadership, because I think you said your leadership 9?
Yeah.
But I do get 3 points, so that's my psychic phase done. Shooting phase is not really much to do, to be honest, apart from those plague greens. Shoot that knight over there. What have I got? I've got a plasma gun and I've got a blight launcher. Let's supercharge the plasma. Oh, we're in reroll range of Abaddon, luckily. Reroll hit rolls a 1. 2 hits. And it'll win on a 3. No. And the blight launcher will hit on 2s, because you're the nearest eligible target. And that'll win on 5s. No. Shooting phase over, everyone. That was easy. Charging. They're going to go in there.
No.
Like that. And Abaddon's going to go into him. And Abaddon can reroll charges because of his warlord trait. So let's see what I get. That should be enough. It's an 11. Right, charges all got in. Abaddon's in there. And don't remember, my Terminators have fight first, so they'll hit before your knight does anyway.
Yeah.
If Abaddon somehow doesn't manage to kill it himself.
Yeah.
And the Warp Talons have gone in as well. But let's go over Abaddon. He's going to get an extra 3 attacks because you're Imperial. So he'll have 11 attacks. Yeah. And give himself 4 rolls to hit. And I'm exploding 6s now as well. So I'm hitting on 2s. And if it's not a 6, I will pick up and roll again.
Hey man, I get shrugs against Warp.
You do. But, oh, hello. So that's 3 extra hits. So I've hit you 14 times. Yeah. When on my data sheet I have 8 attacks.
Oh, cheating at all, is he?
And I was with 10. So I'm winning on 3s.
Yeah.
And because you've got shrugs on mortals, I'm actually just going to reroll the 1s and 2s. So, do you have an invulnerable save from combat?
No.
This is -4 AP, so hold on. I think you're probably dead, because they're 3 damage apiece. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 39 damage, plus 3d3 mortal wounds. I think that would almost kill a Titan. Never mind a knight.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone can catch from my 2 CP again.
Ba-boom!
Okay. I'm taking as many of you with me as possible.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, let's work out the explosion. 2d6 range, isn't it? Let's do it on camera. This will be fun.
That's it. I'll tell you what he says.
What's that? 7?
That's a 7-inch range.
7. Okay, so that will get essentially everything round here. So d6 on Abaddon. Do you want to start on that? I mean, you can only take a maximum of 3. But he's taken 3, right? So he's down to 6. d6 on the Terminators.
He's taken 4.
4. I didn't get the shrugs on them this time because I was too busy interrogating you. So you've killed him. And you've put another one down to 1. So, okay. And then d6 on the Marines. 2. Get one of them as well. Okay, so not a bad explosion. Not bad at all. But,
units wiped.
But you are dead.
Yep.
And now let's count up 26 Warp Talon dice to attack your little knight over there. Right, Warp Talons, 26 attacks, hitting on 2s, because I'm Black Legion, 6s will explode. Okay, so I dropped about 4 attacks, lots of 1s, not many 6s, and then I'm winning on 5s, strength 4, toughness 7, and re-rolling all of the wins. So let's see what I've got set up. This isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. I love Warp Talons. Ooh. Especially because they're actually decent now. That was a 6. Right. These are going to be 5-ups. 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Ooh.
13. What's the minus?
2.
How much damage are these a piece?
Just 1. They're just lightning claws. So I think you'll be safe, but you'll be very damaged. If I got more 6s and less 1s on the hit rolls, it might have just about been enough.
12.
13. It's unlucky for some.
5 ups.
5 ups. You've got 12. You've got 12 wounds, haven't you? So,
Yeah.
if you only pass 1, you're dead. No, you're definitely alive.
So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. You got 4 wounds left. That's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Not bad for an infantry bender against a mini knight. Okay, so you got 4 wounds left, and you can now bop some Warp Talons on the head.
Yep.
With your cannons. So you've probably got what, 4 attacks?
Yep. But I'm still considered having 8 wounds for reckoning, which means I'm still hitting on full profile.
Yeah, you'll still be on top bracket. Right. Knight bopping me on the head. Let's see what you can do here. Hit on 3s, I'm guessing. Oh, you missed every time.
You get to reroll 1s because of the thing.
Oh, yeah. You
Because that's still in.
That's in effect. You've hit once. I'm assuming you're winning on 3s.
Yeah.
Oh.
1 armor save.
I've taken a wound.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the turn, I've got lots of points. 2 for that. an extra, 4 for killing your knight of max, bring it down. Another 3 for psych interrogation, another 2 for primary. Lots, basically. And you've got 2 little knights left.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's go into knight's turn 3 quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Right, knight's turn 3, 2 objectives because they're obsec, so that's 8 points. So it's currently lots 2, not as much. Movement phase, you're moving towards the Plague Marines. You want to try and shoot, kill them, charge them, nick the objective, basically. So it's a plan. Which one would you like to start shooting with first?
Let's start with that one there.
Shoot the Plague Marines.
Yeah.
Cool. You got a melter gun.
Yeah, let's see. We hit this time.
It does. You're going to win on a 3 because Plague Marines.
That's what I suspected.
Oh.
I'm going to spend my only CP to reroll that.
Okay. You
That's
wounded.
better.
-4.
Yeah, become -3 due to armor contempt.
He's dead because there's 1 on a wound. So that's the plasma gun guy, Dom. And then you've got, 43 shots?
43. Let's see what we get.
Nice. That's a decent amount of shots. And these are damage 2 or damage 3, these guns.
Damage 3.
Which is brilliant because Plague Marines are 2 wounds and 2 wounds and -1 damage. So it's perfect.
Yes.
It's exactly what you need.
Hang on, please.
So hitting on 3s, yep.
So let's take all the 1s and 2s away. So that's 1, 2, 3 misses.
And then they've got strength 7, toughness 5, so 3s. Yeah, oh, that's not bad.
Take away 1 dud.
So that's 6. AP.
-1 after armor contempt.
Okay, so 4 ups. And each one's a dead Plague Marine, so damage 3, aren't they?
Yep.
You've killed 2 of them.
I was hoping to kill more, I'll be honest.
Well, if you killed more, you see, then the charge would be more difficult.
It
So
would.
maybe you didn't want to kill them all.
Okay. Now we'll try and shoot my way out of combat.
Yes. There's 1 on a wound. So you may as well start with a melter gun, I guess.
Yeah.
Which will hit on a 3 because it's not a heavy weapon in combat. So that hits. And that'll wound on a 2. But they do have a 5+ invulnerable save because it's demonic. So he's dead. Splat. And then you got 43 shots.
Yeah.
Could do it.
I have to be Titanic though to not get the -1.
-1, yeah. So you're still hitting on 4s with these ones once you've got your number of shots. Which isn't an amazing amount. An extra 2 more, so you can have 7? It's not bad. Hitting on 4s though, because heavy weapons in the combat.
I haven't got any rerolls this time, so
No.
take away, take away, take away. That'll do.
Okay, and they're the strength 7 weren't they or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3s. Yeah, that's not bad. It's 4.
So
4 ups. Because -2 becomes -1. Yeah.
Yep. And each one's a dead guy.
Killed another 2 warp talons. Okay.
I was hoping to get a few more, I'll be honest, but I'll take it.
Well, I've only got 11 attacks in combat now. So, yeah, okay. But I'm not going to be hitting you on 2s now either because I didn't charge you, you see. Could be a thing. I'm assuming you want to charge over there into that Plague Marine.
Let's try it.
Yeah, I mean, if you get on there, you get the objective, it's 2 points, then you rip a banner down. 7?
+1 makes an 8.
Let's measure. Just out. It's just over 9 inches, unfortunately, so an 8 wasn't quite enough. So defenders fight first. I've got 2 CP. We'll do Veterans of the Long War, +1 a wound. Because what else am I going to bloody spend it on? Hitting you on 3s now, though, but 6s are still exploding. That's a lot of 1s again. And a 6. And then would wound you on 5s, but winning on 4s now. And rerolling all wounds. See, the +1 wound made a difference. Made a big difference. 6 5-up saves because they're -2. And you've got 4 wounds remaining. Statistically, you should die.
1, 2, 3. Just enough.
Statistically, average. Gwilliman will be pleased. He loves statistics. Does he blow up?
Sadly not.
But I do bring him down.
Well, you've already maxed that.
Yes, I have, unfortunately. So at the end of battle round 3, you've got one little knight left over there. And it's 60 points to 25. So I guess this is the way the world ends for today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I mean, it was a tournament ready list. So I wanted to see how it dealt with vehicles. I think the answer is I can deal with them pretty well in combat.
Yeah. So let's have a look.
But yeah, okay. Let's check some things. Right, we've added up points on things and sort of figured out what would happen for the rest of the game. And the points on the scores on the doors, the points on the boinks. I don't know. I would only drop 6 points for psychic interrogation. I'd max bring it down. I would max banners because even if you took this one, I could just raise another one here. And then yeah, drop 6 for psychic interrogation because I've got 3 turns and there's no more characters left. And obviously I've maxed primary, so I'd get 94. And you would get 32 because you did right on your primary until you ran out of knights, essentially. And your secondaries, yeah. What let you down was 2 or 3 turns of shooting. Well, 2 turns of shooting where you didn't really kill much.
No.
And
also when my warlord charged in and her melee attack did
nothing. Yes, I did boss my invulnerable sims. I think it's fair to say. But yeah, I think my list has got enough anti-tank if I get close enough. So it was a good test in terms of that respect. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the game, Dave. And we'll see you all in the next one.